On the My Country Morning Show, I have a special guest in the studio today, and he's from the Show Me Hope Missouri Crisis Counseling Program at Preferred Family Healthcare, and it's Matt Mcwilliams. Matt, welcome to the show.
Big Irv, thanks for having me.
Well, good to have you here, and if folks don't know what Show Me Hope Missouri is, and they don't know what Preferred Family Healthcare is, maybe you give us a quick synopsis of what those names mean.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit that seeks to help people in regards to their mental health in the area all throughout Northeast Missouri. The Show Me Hope Missouri program specifically is basically a crisis counseling program that helps people recover and rebuild their lives after a disaster, and it supports short-term interventions that involve the following counseling goals, such as helping during a disaster, reducing stress, assisting survivors, and promoting the use and development of coping strategies.
And certainly, in the news recently, we've had all the tornadoes, the storms that have gone through the Midwest and down to the south and east of us. And in the last year and a half, we've had COVID, which has been stressful for a lot of folks. And whether you've dealt with it personally or know friends that have had to deal with it or had, deaths in the family, things like that, there's been a lot of stressful things going on, and really in the last year and a half, maybe more than we've ever had.
Oh, most definitely, and especially with the wintertime being here, there's a lot of people dealing with seasonal depression. And long story short, there's just a lot of stress and anxiety out there from people who are just been going through these tough times. So we're kind of just out there to help. And, I kind of came with a few tips, hoping that a few of these would help people. And, if you are feeling a little stressed or you have some anxiety about the current times, here's some things you can possibly do to kind of help yourself out. One of those is journaling. Just simply get out a piece of paper and kind of just write down your feelings and thoughts. This helps you express your feelings freely and allows you to work through your thoughts and feelings. You can also conduct some exercise. That's always a good way to help relieve some stress, maybe take your mind off of things. It can help with your mental wellness and calm your body when you're stressed. And don't forget about art therapy. That's another easy one. Once again, just requires a piece of paper. Just write some things down, maybe draw some stuff. And creating art can kind of help you express your emotions and help reflect on experiences, trauma, and grief. So those are just a few tips that you can do there.
And I think, sometimes it's hard to go to a friend, even, maybe even your spouse. It's hard to go to them and express how you're feeling sometimes. Maybe, you may want to sit down on your own and try to spell these things out on a piece of paper, and then maybe it would be easier later to talk to somebody about it. But at that time, maybe you don't want to go face to face with someone, and maybe that's a good way to deal with it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah.
Obviously there's a stigma out there where people are kind of afraid to reach out for help when they need it. But, that's kind of the point of our organization. We're kind of here to let people know that there is help if they need it. In fact, we have a crisis counseling hotline if they feel like they're overwhelmed or they're concerns about somebody else's mental health. And that number is 660-626-0453. Once again, that number is free and you can remain anonymous if you wish.
Okay, and we've got Matt Mcwilliams with us here this morning on the My Country Morning Show from the Show Me Hope Missouri Crisis Counseling Program at the Preferred Family Healthcare. I know that's a mouthful there, but Matt, it's good to have you with us. And I think this is really a good time to talk about these things. It's Christmas time. The holidays are here. A lot of folks, this time of year think, well, why would anybody be depressed? It's the time of the year to be jolly and the holidays. But we sometimes forget there are people out there that are alone. There are people maybe dealing with, like we said, with health issues and things like that right now. And it can be a depressing time. The holidays, you're seeing all these other folks out there happy and jolly, and they're having a great time. And maybe you yourself see that, and that causes you maybe not to feel so good about things. And it's good to have, someone out there you can talk to, right?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, that's kind of the big thing nowadays. A lot of people are kind of just isolated and they feel alone. And it's always nice to know that there's somebody out there that they can talk to. And once again, like a lot of people, a lot of the excuses I hear is people are either afraid to talk to somebody
Right.
because they don't want to put that burden on somebody else, or they're afraid like professional help costs a lot of money and they just don't want to go through with it.
Let's talk about that. We didn't mention this. These services you have, the helpline and all that, no cost involved, right?
Yeah, a lot of these programs through the Show Me Hope Missouri grant are free. So all you have to do, once again, is call that hotline. I'll plug it again, 660-626-0453. And once again, those services help with a lot of things. They help promote the use of development of coping strategies. They also connect people with other folks and agencies who can help them in their recovery process, and just a number of other areas as well.
Are there any limitations as to far, our signal goes 40, 50 miles in every direction? Of course, we're on the World Wide Web. Is there any limitation as far as where somebody can be from and take advantage of this program?
Oh, Preferred Family covers 27 counties here in Northeast Missouri. Unfortunately, I don't have my map, but we basically go down here to Lynn and all the way up to Adair and places in between.
So pretty much all of our listening area, especially the northern part here, all the way from Lynn County and up to the north of Kirksville.
You got it.
Okay. Anything else you want to add here, Matt, since you've been kind enough to stop by? Anything else you want to add this morning?
That's about it. Just wanted to let people know about the program, and if they feel like they need help or they know somebody who they're concerned about, once again, feel free to reach out.
Okay, and the website, showmehope.org, will give you all kinds of information too, right?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Matt, thanks for stopping by this morning. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Big Irv. Appreciate the time.
You betcha. There's Matt Mcwilliams. He's been our guest here on the My Country Morning Show on My Country 99.1 KDWD. On the My Country Morning Show, I have a special guest in the studio today, and he's from the Show Me Hope Missouri Crisis Counseling Program at Preferred Family Healthcare, and it's Matt Mcwilliams. Matt, welcome to the show.
Big Irv, thanks for having me.
Well, good to have you here, and if folks don't know what Show Me Hope Missouri is, and they don't know what Preferred Family Healthcare is, maybe you give us a quick synopsis of what those names mean.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit that seeks to help people in regards to their mental health in the area all throughout Northeast Missouri. The Show Me Hope Missouri program specifically